I don't keep too many ball pythons, especially the ones with stuck shed on their eye. This is crazy. Hey, good morning, good afternoon, whatever it is where you are. How you doing? Man, listen, Web3, DAOs, the Metaverse, crypto and NFTs. What is going on? Like, I need to break down all of this and try to get a handle on what we're talking about. So I want to talk to you today. We're having a kind of slow crypto day as usual. It's a slow NFT day. Um, Things aren't moving like they should be moving right now. Nobody knows why. We're tired of. I'm honestly, personally tired of hearing people say, "This is the last dip." This is the last chance to buy before we run. Tired of all that. So let's exit that thinking for a minute and let's start focusing on what are we going to do with the future of this internet. Okay. So I think we got to worry about a couple things. We got to start to focus and put our mind on what is Web 3. Big concept, right? But we have to think. If you ever heard of Web 3.0, that's what we're looking at. That's what everything's going towards. So you might say, what's Web 1.0 and Web 2.0? Is there what are those if there's a Web 3.0? So let's talk about what I think those are. None of this is me teaching you or trying to give you advice on what's what. These are such new concepts. I don't know them either, and I'm learning. I'm just trying to keep them in my mind so I know how to move forward with it. So we're going to talk about Web 3.0 briefly. We're going to briefly touch on DAOs, DAOs, and the metaverse because the metaverse. Okay, so Web 3.0. So if somebody says whole world's going Web 3.0, what do they mean by that? Well, let's look at the transition. So if Web 1.0 and Web 2.0 must already have been here in past if we're going into 3.0. I look at Web 1.0 as kind of like Web 1.0, 1.0 was about gathering people. I mean, connecting people to information. So like a lot of the web pages were static. Like when you go to somebody's web page, it was just that page. Everybody saw that page. There was nothing else to it. You click the link, and you hit send, and it took you to a web page, and you could read that page. That's it. Okay, so that's what it was. There was no dynamic. There was no anything else. It's connecting people to information and kind of taking us out of the libraries and onto the World Wide Web. That's how I see Web 1. Then Web 2 kind of came along, and it was more about connecting the people who are now online looking at this information. So it changed how it interacts with the people, um, and it kind of tried to drive different things to different people. It makes sense in my head. It's hard to, and then so I'll leave it there. And then now Web 3 is trying to interact with the people socially outside of big conglomerates. Does that make sense? Like where AOL try to connect people, right? Web3 is trying to connect people person to person without AOL. If it's like that's the way I kind of see it. It's a way to interact with people directly, which is what crypto is. It takes the middleman out of everything and gives you peer-to-peer stuff anywhere you want to go for information, to trade money, to buy objects, all that sort of thing. Anything that you need to do on the internet in the webs is kind of Web 3 when it's peer to peer outside of the conglomerates. So that's what I think. If you have a better definition or a better way to correlate what that is, please reach in the comments, write in the comments and tell me what you think it is. Because I'm trying to have a better way to explain and get my hands on it. Okay? Now, DAOs. DAOs are something that I think is a part of Web3 that's going to be huge. And it's a, it's a way to handle a group of tasks without an owner, without a CEO, without a boss, and somebody running the organization. So it's an organization. It's DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization, and it's basically a company run on a smart contract on the blockchain, that has a set of rules written into the smart contract that are voted on by the people who take part in that DAO, the members. It's not voted on by a CEO, an owner of a company, a group of higher ups. Everybody in a part of that organization has a say in how that company will move forward. You understand that? So you're working the middleman out, which is exactly what Web3 is about. Taking out the owners and the middleman and putting the power back with the people. So I think DAOs are going to be really the way to go in the future. And I've already bought some some company DAO names that I plan on, building something with in the future. So I think it's a different way to look at it. Now we're looking at people get the power back. You interact with other people. Everybody gets a say in what happens, and that's how we're going to operate. Now, the last part is the metaverse. That's the last thing I want to touch on. Like, here's what I know about the metaverse. I used to play Habbo Hotel, and I feel like that was early 2000s, maybe. I don't know. The only reason it's not my normal thing. The reason I got into it is because some girl said, "Hey, you should come to Habbo Hotel. That's where we all hang out." So of course I went to Habbo Hotel. That's where we all hang out, and it started to get cool. It's awkward at first. Then you learn how you come in the lobby and you meet people and you actually are talking to a person on another computer somewhere else, but in their representation in that lobby. And I think it's no denying now that's where everything is going. Nike, big chain stores are buying land in metaverses, and you can go shop there and hook up your avatar with the cool stuff, with the flex. It's all about the flex. How good do you look? How much Christmas do you have? That's going to play out. I know NFTs are a part of it. You're going to be able to buy different things with crypto. So it laces into what I'm interested to with the crypto and NFTs. But I need more help with how important this is going to be. Like, you can do all the stuff online that you already do on, like, you're already online doing all this stuff. So now they're going to build another world to do the same stuff that you're already doing online anyway. It's just that now you don't get the physical goods, you just get them on. It's tricky, man. I need to figure this out. Um, what do you guys think about the metaverse? How do you feel about that? In fact, how do you feel about the whole Web 3.0? Like, the whole idea of taking the middleman out, putting the power back with the people, with individuals, peer-to-peer stuff. We got crypto now, so we have digital money. We no longer need to calculate and play with and send people green dollar bills. We don't have to do that anymore. We have digital wallets. We can just on the computer send you a certain set of numbers, and you get that money, and then you can do stuff what you need to do with it online. We have NFTs. So now we're able to hop into the metaverse. We have visual representations of ourselves online, or what we'd like ourselves to be online. And we get to operate under that profile sort of thing. All right, so there you go. That's what we're looking at. DAOs, metaverses, and Web3, Web 3.0. Um, what I would like, if you guys could drop me a like, that would be great, just for the discussion we had. If you can leave me some better ways to communicate these ideas or to get hold of them myself, that would be great. And if you could just look at some more of my stuff, just to shock the YouTube algorithm into thinking, hey, maybe somebody wants to hear something this guy has to say, that would really be cool, and I would appreciate it. All right, take care. I hope you enjoy the weekend, the holiday, and I hope you make some money out there. And you can say goodbye to my buddy here. Oh, he needs some work. All right, take care, guys.